Say you're.
What's good, bro?
What's popping?
What's going on, man? You good?
Man, we only 8 days into 2021, and what the fuck,
bruh?
Like
I said it on Facebook. I was like, previously on 2020,
right, bro? Like we were supposed to go into a new year.
Yeah,
we were supposed to everybody was supposed to burn sage. We was supposed to move past 2020, and this is just 2020 version 2.
2020 season 2. Like,
right, bro?
Hello?
Dog, we 8 days in.
Throw the whole decade away.
Bro, look, Dr. Dre almost died.
Come on now.
Apparently, Kanye West been cheating on Kim K with Jeffree Star.
All right, don't do that. Don't.
Look, motherfuckers, we gonna get into this later. People decided that it was a good idea to storm a government building.
I didn't know that government buildings had such trash security.
Hey, government buildings got the damn Giants 2018 offensive line.
Come on through, fam.
They were like, oh, you want to get in? Go ahead,
bro. Yo,
man.
If not my job was a fucking person, it's the security at the Capitol. Not my fucking job, bro.
Hey, look, we gonna get into more of that later, but hey, that shit was wild.
Not my chair, not my problem. But you're right. We'll get into that. As you guys already see, you only see 2 of the 4 good noodles. Mel is out partying hard, getting chocolate wasted for his birthday. So happy birthday, Mel.
Hey, happy birthday, little man.
Happy birthday, little buddy. I hope Chuck E. Cheese is fun.
I hope you get an extra toy in your Happy Meal.
I know, Mel, I think we spoke about it on one of the episodes, but Mel dead ass just turned like 38.
And we laughing, but I think we low-key might be serious.
Yeah, he's like 30, he was like 33, 34. He's old.
Mel old. Mel's clearly the oldest one out of all.
He's not tall enough to get on the fucking rides at roller coasters, but he's a grown man. He's an adult.
But he's old enough to get the early bird special at Denny's.
Yo, chill. All right, we gonna stop roasting our good noodle. We love you, Mel. Happy birthday, bro. Adam is feeling very, very under the weather.
Yes, sir.
He's been asleep most of the day. Hopefully you're feeling better by the time we put this episode out, Adam. We love you, bro. Keep your head.
Absolutely, man. Keep your head up, bro.
Drink water. Enjoy your sleep while you can, bro.
And just think back to your time in the military. Drink water, take ibuprofen.
Shit.
That's it.
And maybe you get a 09 work call.
And that's it.
But we just want to give a fair warning to the good noodles. Before we get deep into the episode, we're going to tell you off the rip. Today, we planned on talking about social media and how it impacts society, how it impacts relationships, businesses, generations, and whatever else that comes to mind. But we may not get past the hot topics.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it was my week to pick hot topics.
And
then
fell in his lap.
and look, one of them fell in my lap, and then the other one, when I texted Willie and I said, look, I want to talk about this, he gave me that face like, hey, look, shit, that might as well be the main topic because it's gonna take a while.
It's not gonna be quick. So
not at all.
We feel as though as 2 individuals who serve in the military, 2 leaders who are responsible for soldiers, responsible for somebody's daughter. We feel it is our responsibility that we have to talk about it.
Absolutely.
It's just something that we as the good noodles are not going to ignore. I don't know if you guys figured it out yet, but we as the good noodles are not limiting ourselves on what we talk about.
Definitely not.
We are going to talk about a lot of things.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about everything. And that's the thing, like from the jump, I think we made it clear not only are we a variety podcast, but we're a podcast with no limits. We're going to talk about everything. From the smallest topic to the biggest topic, to the topic that might hurt your feelings, to the topic that might keep you happy.
And we're literally, some feelings might, well, if they haven't already been hurt, some feelings might get hurt. I know we've already triggered some people, but I'll tell you right now, you could hit me up and you could hit up Isaac or Adam or Mel and tell us how much you hate the show, but you watching.
But yeah, and that's the thing. But and it's like I was actually talking to my mother about this. Low key, a part of me wants you to disagree. I
absolutely do.
I want you to disagree. You know why? Because that creates a debate, and that's what we're here for. We're here to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. We definitely had plans. We had the whole structure of the show set out, but with what is currently going on in America right now, we called a hot route at the line of scrimmage.
Omaha. Hey, and I'm wearing the jersey too. Hey, Omaha.
Oh man, that boy got 2 of them.
Hey, let's go.
Happy belated to Mr. Eli Manning.
Hey, happy belated.
But before we get into the topics, I also want to say we have a special guest today. I know you probably heard the name if you've been paying attention. We keep talking shit about this man. But understand it's all love. It's all jokes. We absolutely love our special guest today. I'm actually wearing this man's brand right now. But we'll get into that later.
Don't get me started on old freeway teeth. Like
don't do that, man. We have a special guest, Mr. Tyler Sinkfield. He'll come on later in the show, and we'll have a good discussion about some stuff. He might just come on early and just join the conversation about what we're talking about.
As much crying and complaining as fucking Sinkfield did, I'm glad we finally got him on the show.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'll tell you this much. Look, from a personal experience, I'm going to tell you what. I did not like Mr. Tyler Sinkfield from my first experience, and then he became one of my brothers. So that should tell you enough about our relationship.
Remember the time he knocked on your door and you almost shot him?
I'm sure he's going to talk about that because he brings it up every other day because he wants to let people know that I almost put 5 hot ones in his chest. But you know what? That's for another day.
That is for another day. And we mean this figuratively. I hope you didn't get offended by that, but we mean it figuratively. Tyler showed up unannounced to Isaac's house, so Isaac had the grip ready. Anyway.
Yeah.
Before we get on to the very important and
I'm excited
hot topics, my brother from another mother, but I'm not
gonna
take
a shot.
Tell it. Let's pour it up, fam.
Let's pour it up, bro. Because you know what, we're gonna need it to loosen up. Because this is gonna get wild.
I feel like I set the standard with the shot glass in the last episode, so I had to come correct today. And I got some of Venice's finest over here.
Okay, I gotta stick to my giant shot glass.
Yeah, you see it. Salud, dinero, amor.
Salud, dinero, amor, papi.
All right, now with that shot out the way, we gonna get the fun and games out the way, so we could get into the nitty gritty later in the episode.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go into a very popular segment. We get a lot of feedback on this segment.
I love it.
I love it. I love the feedback we get.
I love it.
It stirs the pot. It touches buttons. It's some thought-provoking shit. And
absolutely.
I love it. It's called Scuffs My Timbs. And I know if you look over my shoulder, you see
him.
You see the Holy Trinity right there, bro.
Yes, sir.
I had to bust out the Holy Trinity. I got the Holy Timbs. The black and gold, and I got the classics, bro. You gotta have.
I see them Wakanda specials in the middle.
Yeah, you know. I rep the set, man. It was all a dream. I rep the set.
Hey, yes, sir.
Shout out to Brooklyn. I love y'all.
That's a fact.
But Mr. Isaac, Brugal Poppy, tell us what Scuffs your Timbs, man. Talk about
it. Look, let me tell you. You know what Scuffs my Timbs, man?
Tell me.
As a native New Yorker. As a motherfucker who done moved away from his home, the place who made him, and it's in my blood, it's in my soul, right?
Yeah.
Having to drive back home and pay a toll to go back into the city that made me, You want to understand, like you don't understand. And I know you, matter of fact, I don't even got to say you, I know you experienced it. Because me and you experienced it together.
Rest in peace, Brooke.
Yeah. Oh, damn, Brooke. We going to get into Brooke a little after this. But look, let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Having to cross that damn bridge and pay $30 just to get into the city where I was born in. If you work for the DOT, Department of Transportation, for y'all that don't know, your mama hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you charging me to get back into the city that I was born in.
Now remember, this is what Scuffs Isaac's too. I'm not out here calling no one names and shit. This is what Scuffs his too.
Look,
my Tim's back here, not Scuffs.
Look, let me tell you, because like, yo, like, all right, it's one thing when we get like foreign territory, you gotta pay a little bit of toll to get into Jersey, stank ass. You gotta pay a little bread if we gotta cross, between like Maryland and Delaware.
I was gonna say what, like Delaware, because you go from North Carolina, you don't hit a toll till you get to like Delaware.
But the city that made me, bruh, and you know what it is? If you look at my LES, where does it stay on my state taxes?
It says New York.
So
I don't even get all them taxes back. Let's talk about that.
Right. Like, if I'm paying taxes in New York still, why am I paying it?
They be hoeing me.
Bro, why am I paying a toll to get into the city that I'm paying taxes for?
Hey, yo, all my homies in New York, tell Mr. Cuomo to send me a bacon, egg, and cheese for all them taxes I'm paying. I want something.
I just need a bacon and cheese, a fresh pair of butters, and I just need an unlimited MetroCard for a month. That's all.
And a halal plate. Stop playing.
And a halal plate.
Let me get chicken and lamb over rice, extra salt.
Chicken and lamb over rice, white sauce, and barbecue sauce. Matter of fact, let me get a Sprite on the side. I'm sorry to all of our viewers that have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. That we just had. I'm sorry. We just had to go. We had a New York moment.
It's like the South and Waffle House. Yeah, I be fiending for that shit. Like, it's all right.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna translate. You ready? All-star special, double ham, eggs with cheese. Let me get them hash browns smothered and covered.
I was about to say, isn't it smothered and diced? Smothered and diced?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that.
It's smothered, covered in chunk. That's what we need. But yeah, that's what scuffs my Timbs. But you know what? I know you got a good one. So what scuffs your Timbs, man? Man,
I know I said I didn't want to get into sports on the episodes, and in the future we gonna have like a little a side episode or whatever, but we'll talk about that later. But it really bothers me. What really scuffs my Timbs is the narrative that superstars win championships on their own.
Talk about it.
Fucking bothers me. Now,
talk about it.
You can make a case that say, yes, they are the MVP. Duh.
Absolutely.
That's what the fuck they're there for. But they didn't do it. Jordan didn't win 6 rings. The Bulls won 6 rings.
Now,
Jordan, Phil Jackson, and all the pieces that were there won 6 rings.
Right.
Because if it was Jordan, then Jordan would have been winning before Phil Jackson, before Scottie, before Dennis. Well, he was winning before Dennis. But he would have been winning all of that the whole time. So don't hit me with that.
The only counter argument to that is that the team got him there, but everybody remembers Game 6, Jordan from the free throw line. Give me that. I won the championship. That's what everybody remembers.
Okay, so that's that specific play. Okay, but keep the same energy with Steve Kerr. Multiple game-winning shots.
I agree. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying the reason why people have that perception is that because
you're a superstar, you put asses in seats, but LeBron didn't win a ring by himself. I'm sorry. If LeBron was gonna win a ring by himself, he would have did it in 2007 against the Spurs. But guess what happened?
He got washed.
By a team. By a team.
Hey, hold on. Because if we're gonna bring up 2007. Between Manu, Tony, and motherfucking Tim Duncan, they washed LeBron, bro. They made sure that LeBron wasn't going to beat him, and guess what happened? Hold on. Do you remember a certain NBA player by the name of Boobie Gibson? We're going to bring this up. Booby Gibson, everybody thought he was hot shit until he ran against the Spurs. Hey, tell me the next time you heard about Booby Gibson after that.
Yes, when we spoke about it just now.
Yo, Booby Gibson hit like 4 like clutch shots throughout an 82-game season, and then ran into the Spurs, and LeBron was like, "Yo, bro, like,
you gonna play today?
At like, hello, like, are you here?
Hello,
are you in attendance?"
So that really scuffs my Timbs. Like, you really hear it in basketball a lot. And it really loses me when I'm having debates about basketball because LeBron.
So in basketball it's the biggest argument in basketball because this is the thing, and this is an opinion obviously. Basketball is the biggest sport where superstars get the most concentration because in football. So I'm in the thought process of. To me, in all of sports, the most important position is quarterback. That's me. No matter what the sport is, that's the most important position, quarterback. So
it's a debatable topic.
Yeah, no, it's debatable. No, it's debatable. I'm just saying that's my opinion. So
you got pitchers.
Yeah, so in football, right? So in football, you can have a superstar quarterback, right? That superstar quarterback alone ain't gonna win you a championship. So. Perfect example. Deshaun Watson. Not even. The current day, Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
Baller. Motherfucker should be in the MVP discussion with no help.
Right.
No help on the Texans at all. They didn't even make the playoffs.
But he balled out.
Balled out.
Didn't he lead the league in passing yards?
I would have to double check, but I think it's between him and Aaron Rodgers.
I think he led the league in passing yards. I got you.
So between the fact that and then, like you said, Peyton Manning was literally, if he's not the GOAT, it's because people want to make the argument with Tom Brady because Tom Brady has more rings. But I can't name you 2 more talented passers than Peyton Manning.
Current day?
At all time. I can't name you 2 more. Passers, pure passers. I'm not talking about rings. I'm talking about pure quarterback play.
You can't talk about rings.
Yeah, like no, because he got 2, and his second one was shaky. No shaky.
Deshaun Watson, 4,823 yards. Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers in top 5.
Okay. Excuse me. So my point with that is like, and then in baseball is the ultimate team sport.
Baseball is an athletic sport, and there's no American sport harder than baseball, and I'm not debating it.
So, I mean, sidebar, how about them Mets, baby?
The who?
Oh, you know the team that plays across town that has the best shortstop in baseball?
I haven't heard about them since 2006.
In fact, first of all, we was in the World Series 5 years ago.
You were in the World Series?
Against the Kansas City Royals, sir?
The Mets?
Yes, against the Kansas City Royals when Noah Syndergaard almost took their fucking leadoff hitter's head off.
Almost. Almost is never enough.
There's gonna be an episode.
Yo, if it's just me and you, we can do that. I don't give a fuck. Yo.
Nah. There's gonna be an episode within itself right here. So I know a lot of this is gonna get.
I'm happy for y'all because I'm tired of busting y'all ass and fucking pointless ass Subway series that mean nothing because y'all suck and we're not gonna see you in the World Series. I hope if there are 2 teams in the league that I want the Yankees to play in the World Series, it is the Dodgers and the Mets. That is it. Those are the only 2 teams. I don't care. I'll be FTR from work. I don't give a fuck. I'm not missing a single pitch of that World Series. If it's the Dodgers or Yankees Mets, I don't give a fuck. And you best believe them Yankees win. I'm gonna have to put in whatever I need. I'm going to that parade, dog.
Man, we got to take leave. If the Yankees and Mets make it to the World Series, we got to take leave for the entire series.
I don't give a fuck about staying outside the stadium. Up on the 7 train.
Yo, me Me and you gonna be outside the city in Yankee Stadium, like, oh.
Right, just like that, out of a Starbucks cup.
All right,
but that's what really scuffs out Tim, because I know we could get way off topic about it.
Yeah, like because we already did, but yeah,
we already did. But that's what scuffs my Timbs is the narrative that superstars win championships, and it's not the case unless you play in golf or singles tennis. You didn't do it by yourself. I don't give a fuck, because if LeBron did it by himself, then that other team is fucking retarded. Because if he had no other players, then all I got to do is double team him and take him out of the game, run a box one or something, and be all right. But that's not what we're talking about. We're gonna move on to the next segment. We're gonna move on to hot topics. My brother Isaac Brugal Papi is gonna talk about some
intense topics.
He's gonna talk about some topics that is not designed for entertainment, is not designed to be funny. We're not gonna attack a particular demographic, and yes, we kind of do have to monitor what we say, but we're not gonna shy away from telling you how to
so fair warning, going into this topic, like, and again, like, you know, our brother Willie said, like, this isn't like for us to be funny, this isn't for us to, you know, like, obviously it's all entertainment and it's all for you guys to listen, but I do want to be serious when I say this is a fair trigger warning. Like, a lot of this stuff may or may not trigger people, so fair warning, we're going into a topic that may or may not trigger certain sensitivities in people. So before we do that, customary, we're going to take a shot.
Shout out to the fruit bat.
Yes, sir. We still got to get that matching tattoo. I'm going to get it right on my shoulder blade, a big-ass fruit bat.
All right. Well, my shoulder blade's already taken. However, once that second stimmy hit.
Oh, yeah. Hey, your shit ain't hit.
Oh, it did.
Oh, okay.
After the second one.
Salud.
Salud, dinero, amor.
Ooh. All right. So I got two hot topics for us today. The first one is going to hit near and dear to me and Willie's heart, not only ours, but plenty of our listeners, and even both of the Good Noodles that we're missing today. I want to talk about not even the last year, but the last few years in the military, specifically everything that's been going on at Fort Hood, you know, and obviously the focus came, you know, with the Vanessa Guillen case, which obviously tragic. You never want that to happen. But honestly, like, hey, crucify me if you want to, but goddamn time that we started paying attention to this shit. Because as we know, as us both being leaders, like not even being soldiers, we're both leaders in the military. We've seen shit like this. We've seen how soldiers have been treated. We've seen maybe not to the extent of what happened with Vanessa Guillen, but we've seen things that both of us were like, no, that's the wrong thing. And there's been times that me and you have spoken up. There's been times that me and you possibly weren't allowed to speak up. So honestly, that's literally like, that's my basis for this. Like, it's like, I think both of us were in a perfect position to speak about it just because we've lived it. You know what I mean? So I want to start off by this. Secretary of the Army, Ryan McCarthy, said this: leaders, regardless of rank, are accountable for what happens in their units and must have the courage to speak up and intervene when they recognize actions that bring harm to our soldiers and the integrity of our institution. That statement both makes me happy and pisses me off. And this is why. It makes me happy that finally somebody higher up in the chain of command said it. Pisses me off because we know better.
We should.
Like, what the Secretary of the Army said is not nothing new. But the fact that we have multiple dead soldiers on our hands,
Multiple, not just one. It's not.
it wasn't just Vanessa.
There's multiple.
It wasn't just Vanessa. It was multiple. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that it took for all these soldiers to die under suspicious, quote unquote, circumstances, that pisses me off. That it took for all that to happen for you to say that.
And for
like
those that aren't aware, because I know we're talking to a lot of people not in the military that really, the only thing you know about the military is maybe conversations you've had with us or what you see in the movies. But being a woman in the military is one of the hardest things to do in the military.
Absolutely.
Whether you're attractive or not, or whatever whether someone finds you attractive or not, whether you're gay, straight, trans, whatever, being a woman in the military is one of the most difficult things to do.
Absolutely.
In the military, because I can't say a lot because it really depends on what your job is in the military. But for the basic soldier stuff, or the basic Marine stuff, or airman stuff, or Navy stuff, it's a physically demanding job. And I'm not saying that to say that women can't handle it, because I've met plenty of women that can outdo any man on a bad day.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm saying that because I'm just telling you what I've observed. And it's difficult because you have to watch over your shoulder twice.
Yeah.
Cliche, you got to watch out for the enemy, but sometimes as a woman in the military, the enemy is your is your peer.
Your enemy is the one that's wearing the same uniform as you.
The same one. Y'all on the same team, and that's your enemy. So it's difficult because then you have these predators that come in the form of leaders, that come in the form of peers, that come in the form of anything, and it's very difficult. And I cannot explain how disgusting it is to know that soldiers, women like Vanessa Guillen, have to go through that. Like, you can't feel safe in the military. You joined this for a reason, no matter what the reason is. You joined it for that, but now you have to worry about being sexually harassed and not even being believed.
Right.
If you read the Fort Hood findings, there's something in there that says it has not been proven if she was sexually harassed or assaulted yet.
And look, and this is the thing that gets me, right? So as soldiers, going through basic training, going through AIT, the one phrase that we're taught to use to identify a person who's in the military with you is what? Battle buddy.
Battle buddy.
Battle buddy. Like, meaning the person who's going to go into battle with me.
Yes. No matter what you are, male or female, white, black,
male or female,
Jewish, whatever.
No matter your sexual orientation, your race, I don't care. Battle buddy. So the thing that pisses me off is, as a Afro-Latino male in the military, because I'm a man and because of my personality and because of the way I carry myself, I haven't experienced as much as other people, but I've witnessed it. And a lot of times the reason why I've avoided experiencing as much as my battle buddies, or to my left, to my right, or anybody in my circle, is because of the way I carry myself. And that's not saying, I'm not blaming anybody, but this is the problem. The people in the military who are predators, the people in the military who prey on, the weaker sex or the weaker rank, period, they go for the people who are just here. Like the ones that are just here trying to do their job, that's it. And that's the part that pisses me off. It's like high school all over again.
Man, I tell you, that's a whole other subject. So for those that don't know, I don't want to assume the knowledge of everyone. For those that don't know, I'm going to give you a very quick and brief synopsis of what the fuck we're talking about. Specialist, her rank, Vanessa Guillen disappeared from Fort Hood on April 22nd, 2020. On June 30th, Central Intelligence, what is it, CID? Central Intelligence Department, located her remains outside the base. Later that day, the prime suspect in her death, Aaron David Robinson, died by suicide. Cecily Aguilar, a civilian, is slated to stand trial in Texas on federal evidence tampering charges. There are currently a number of ongoing investigations relating to the Guillen case, her family allegations that she was sexually harassed, and Fort Hood's command climate are highlighted in an independent review. So basically, this soldier went missing. Now, this soldier was missing for about, give or take, 2 months and change. Now, in the military, that's a big fucking deal. Outside the military, to someone's family, that's a big fucking deal because someone's missing for 2 months. Someone's daughter is missing for 2 months. Previously, she had let her family know that she was uncomfortable with certain situations that was going on at work. It seemed to have gone I don't want to say unannounced because this was announced. She's like, somebody was told, but there wasn't enough done about it. And this is not a Fort Hood problem by any means.
No, it's an army problem. Like it's widespread.
It's an army problem. This is a military problem. So just a quick synopsis before I hand it back over to my brother. That was the story. That's what happened. I know we should have led with that, but we got really deep into it.
Right.
But it's a very sensitive subject.
All right. So yeah, man, like it's one of them things, man. Like, so obviously if you watching us on YouTube, you can clearly see like me and Willie are clearly proud of our military service. Like if you look behind us, all my background is my military service. If you look behind him,
never showed the back of your head in Hollywood, but
like me and Willie are proud of what we've done in the military. But you know what we're not proud of? The bullshit behind it. Because like I'm telling you right now, like everybody was like all up in arms about Vanessa Guillen and all that stuff. And when it happened, us service members were like, I'm glad y'all are finally paying attention. Because this has been happening for a while.
This isn't new, bro. Like I know I said
it's not,
but it's difficult to be a woman in the military. And
absolutely. But you know what? I know you made the point before about it's difficult being a woman in the military. Oh, excuse me, a woman in the military. It happens to males too. Cause look, I don't mean no disrespect by this. I don't remember Buddy's name, but I think it was Mateo something. He was in the 82nd. His body was found chopped up by the river after 4th of July. After going out with his buddies from his platoon.
With his homies. There was recently a drill sergeant found shot in her car.
Shot in her car.
Like, come on. Like what and it's the thing that bugs me the most about Vanessa Guillen, and I'll never forget another shout out to Mr. Russell Rush. I know I gave him a shout out in another episode, but I remember he told me 2 things when I became an NCO. When I got my stripes, he told me 2 things that stuck with me to this day. He told me, number 1, no one gives a fuck if it's your first day. No one cares how long you've been an NCO.
Absolutely.
Once
you got them stripes, you better wear them.
Once you're in that position, once you get promoted to that position, no one cares if it's your first day. You can't say, oh, it's my first day. This happened. I don't know what to do. I don't care. No one cares. So you have to be ready before you get there. And then he basically said that you are now responsible for somebody's son or daughter.
Absolutely.
Like, let that sink in. You are now responsible. Like, this isn't like I'm a supervisor at Kohl's. I'm the team leader at Planet Fitness. I'm in the fucking military, okay? Like, it's okay, we're in a garrison environment, meaning we're just here stateside or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Any given day, we could go somewhere crazy. But understand, like, you have to take care of the the soldiers and families. It says it on everybody's fucking NCOER.
Yeah, because it's not just
Soldiers
that
and
soldier.
families of however many soldiers, but you are responsible for the health and well-being and training and development or whatever of someone's son or daughter. Like,
so, and you know, with that being said, bro, like you got to think about it, right? So, I deployed with 330th in 2013, right?
Thank you for your
and shut the fuck up.
That was genuine. Don't do that. My toughest deployment was to Puerto Rico for 6 weeks after the hurricane.
Shut up, because you found your wife there. What was tough about finding your wife?
We didn't have electricity.
I lived in the Dominican Republic for 4 years. That was normal for me. No, but with that being said, look, so I deployed to, with 330th in 2013, and it was one of those things where I was the soldier. I wasn't an NCO. So, like, my mentor, which you know very well, Sergeant First Class Burgos,
hey, Uncle
retired.
JB.
Uncle JB. You know what I'm saying?
Service, man. My man's happily retired. He got a full beard and shit.
Hey, he had a full beard. So, my boy, Sergeant First Class Burgos retired, Gerardo Burgos. He was responsible for me. I didn't understand the level of responsibility until I became an NCO and I had my little Joes running behind me. You know what I'm saying?
When you looking around for the NCO in charge, and then you like, oh,
that's me.
That's me. Oh shit! Shout out to Audrey and Mariah.
Congratulations to Audrey, by the way.
Congratulations to Audrey, and congratulations to Mariah on her promotion.
There you go. But yeah, so hey, look, we done strayed off a little bit. We gonna put a bow on this by just saying, leaders, if you're in the military, take care of your soldiers, check on your soldiers. Not only check on them like what the military tells you to do. It's not just about counseling your soldiers. It's about actually checking on them, making sure they straight, making sure they good.
Just
civilians.
Just give a shit. Just give a shit.
Right.
That's it.
Civilians. Like, if you're not in the military, check on your peoples, because you never know what they're going through. So we're gonna wrap a bow, tie it up, and then we're gonna move on to my next hot topic. And this one's super hot.
Which still isn't for entertainment.
And this one's hot. That thing hot, daddy.
It's hot, daddy. It's hot.
Hey, man, what the fuck is going on with this goddamn country?
Man, I thought this was the United States.
Right. Hey, look, let me tell you. When the shit was popping off, I thought I was rewatching Olympus Has Fallen. I was waiting for Gerard Butler to pull up. Like, yo,
right. I was ready to come up with the grip. Like, oh shit.
Yo, motherfuckers done stormed the Capitol?
The Capitol. This is okay. So this isn't Walmart. This ain't Target. This ain't the ABC store. This ain't fucking Modell's and Caesar's Bay. This is the Capitol.
The Capitol.
Okay, so boom. You brought it up. We going right in.
Take a shot. Nah, because we gonna need it. Take a shot.
We gonna
Yeah, take a shot because we gonna need it.
Because, bruh, there's a lot that needs to be said.
A lot of it. Salud, dinero y amor.
Salud, dinero, amor. Pinky out. Okay, so I know Mel and Adam like to play devil's advocate, and they like to give the perspective opposite of what's going on. They like to go against the grain. So in honor of my birthday brother and my sick brother, I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. I need people, and I'm not gonna call out any particular demographic, but all I'm gonna say is, in the words of the legendary Laderick T. Green, Command Sergeant Major 1
my boy LTG.
In the words of him, if you throw a rock in a pack of wolves. The one that howls is the one that. So what I mean is, if the boot fits, wear it. So
hey, put that motherfucker on.
We're not asking you to shoot them like you shoot us. That's not what we're asking. We're asking you to not shoot us like you
the way you ain't shoot them.
What I mean by that, because I already know they already triggered. They already done cut off the video. They may not even be listening, or cut off the audio or whatever. They done already tuned out the show. They said goodbye, Good Noodles podcast. I'm done with this shit. I like the concept of storming the Capitol because I'm here for power of the people, because now it's exposed. The people have the power. They got it. It's theirs. It's us. Okay? It's our fucking power to have. I'm glad we saw this. Not at this price, at the price of 1 and 4 P's or however many people died. I'm not okay with that price.
You get spicy.
I'm not okay with that price. I said it. I've said it. I'm speaking to the masses. I'm not speaking to just a demographic. I'm okay with the concept of let's protest. Let's fucking come together and do this and do that. The violence, not necessary. I understand my brother Malcolm said by any means necessary. However, comma, it don't gotta be all of this. Okay?
So all right, hold on, Willie. You say you not okay with the violence, which I agree. But you storm the Capitol, the violence gonna follow.
Look. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. There is a particular demographic that just like sore losers.
Don't say particular, call them out.
Okay, so these Confederate flag repping, racist Trump supporters, white supremacists, you are some sore losers. I'm not saying don't believe in what you believe in. Go for it. If you believe white people are superior to everybody, more power to you, my brother. Go ahead. Believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to knock you for it. But you're a sore loser. You lost the war a long time ago. You lost.
By 200 plus years ago?
Yeah. You lost the war. So
shout out to Derek Brown.
So slavery ended in about 1865, give or take. Slavery ended in 1865. Then the Jim Crow laws came about. The Jim Crow laws were done 1970s-ish, 1970s, 60s, 70s, 50s, 1970s. So America is still young. If we're talking about what the Constitution,
as far as where we're at right now,
all men were created equal, and we the people is a thing. America's young. America's only about 50-something years old, dog.
That we is real fresh.
This isn't me playing it safe. This is really just me and how I feel about it. Y'all could have stormed the Capitol, broke whatever, did whatever you needed to do, but I don't think 5 people dying because of it was the answer. And I mean, I could sit here and be like, wasn't America kind of discovered on violence and shit like that? Like people storming somewhere that wasn't there.
That's a whole nother episode.
But I'm not gonna get that. It just so. And I hope we really do reach, if we haven't already, I hope we really do reach people with different beliefs, because here's what I want people to understand. Here's why Black people are so angry about this. And here's why some of them are angry. Here's why some of them are entertained. Here's why some of them are sitting back with their popcorn like, I don't care. Because the narrative just seems different when it's white people. And this is me calling a spade a spade. The narrative it seems different. Now, here's what kind of got me a little ticked off. And this is what I meant by I'm not playing sides. It got me ticked off when almost every single person I saw that said something about it almost guaranteed that if they were black, a lot more people than 5 would be dead. And here's where I'm just gonna call bullshit because you don't fucking know that. You don't know how the fucking police would have reacted. You don't know how the fuck it would have went. Okay, we know the history. We know the televised history. We know the televised history of the last few years because I'm not going to say the whole fucking cops killing black people, whatever is new, is not new. It's just fucking televised now. It's caught on camera. But what I'm going to say is you don't fucking know because number one, we didn't have to do it because Obama won twice. But nobody, I can't, and I'm gonna say we because I don't know if people been guessing and shit. The ones that don't know me, I'm a biracial individual. My maternal side is black. I'm the white baby in the pictures. If I had pictures with my dad's side of the family, I'd be able to tell you I'm the black person in the fuck.
Fuck Craig. I'm gonna throw that in there every couple episodes. I'm gonna throw that in there. Fuck Craig.
All right, so. My dad fucking he has Irish ancestry. So no, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm not Dominican. I'm from New York. I'm a little fucking cultural smoothie. But my background is that I am black and I am white. I am African American and I am white.
So what I will say is this. So what I will say is this, bro. I get what you're saying. But
what am I saying then?
You're saying that that people don't know. Like you don't know what the outcome would have been.
You fucking don't. So you mean to tell me if it was 1,000 fucking Black Lives Matter, and I know I'm gonna say that, and y'all gonna immediately take it back to last June and all that other shit, and that's cool because that's what I fucking want you to do. However, black people storming the Capitol. Black people were storming fucking. I can't say black people. Black Lives Matter movement, because not the fucking Black Lives Matter Incorporated, because fuck them. That's a lie. Black Lives Matter movement. The movement, not the fucking company. The Black Lives Matter movement was standing for something. Now, I will say this before I'm going to let Isaac go off. I do believe, and if you don't, I can't think of you differently. However, I might think of you differently. In the Black Lives Matter protests, in whatever protests have been present, there are people that fucking show up to blow up. There are people that don't give a fuck about the cause, why we're here. I just heard some shit was popping off and I just want to see the world burn. So I'm coming to fuck shit up. Now that I'm here and this particular fucking purpose is here, it's going to get blamed for that because now Black Lives Matter is getting blamed for destroying Target. Black Lives Matter is getting blamed for killing cops and all this other shit. When really, you don't fucking know who did it particularly and who to really fucking blame for it. So you're just going to put the blame on the whole team. Now, the fucking Trump supporters that were mad about the fucking election, they come out, they're storming the Capitol, they're stealing shit, people are dead. You don't know that the fucking people that were there and with a purpose to support President Trump were just there to peacefully support President Trump. Keep the same energy when you don't really have all the facts. You only know what you see in the media, which means boom, distrust right there. So relax yourself. And then you weren't there yourself. Now, if somebody wants to come on the show that was fucking there, yo, by all means, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yo, by all means, if there's somebody who was out there that you listening to us right now,
tell me what you saw. Keep the same energy.
Come on the show.
But that's just the point I wanted to get across. No bullshit, Isaac, because it doesn't matter who fans the flame. Everyone is responsible for their actions.
Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that.
For these actions, no. The people that fucking went out there and did this shit as grown adults are responsible for these actions. I don't give a fuck.
Regardless of what he said.
He's responsible.
You know what?
He's not responsible for it.
Because you know what? Guess what? Me and you as leaders know this. I could take charge of my formation in the morning and be like, all right, Yo, group attention. Everybody go light this motherfucker up. The ones who did it, listen to me, and they done did it, but they made that choice to do it.
That's an unlawful order.
Right. So, but to close this segment out, because we going on for a long time, this is the only thing I'm going to say. I agree with what you're saying as far as like, you can't compare going back into last summer and doing all that, XYZ.
Yes, I can. Because everyone
No, you can. But what I'm saying is, this is my point. The National Guard was already there.
They were
there prior to BLM even showing up.
Fact check yourself, Cardi B.
They were there.
Cardi B was calling for the National Guard. The National Guard was already there. I love Cardi B, by the way. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
You're saying fact check yourself.
You bitch want to party with Cardi. Anyway,
yeah.
They were already there. So my thing is, with everything that happened over the summer, like with everything happened over the spring, like, you know, all the senseless violence, as a person who and you can appreciate this, as somebody who can identify with some of those individuals who were slaughtered sometimes for no reason, because you know what, you notice when somebody fucks up, I don't care what your race is. I don't. Yeah, and like if you get killed because you reached for an officer's gun or you acted a fool or whatever the case may be, hey, look, play stupid games. Win stupid prizes.
Win stupid prizes, man.
But for some of the senseless ones, I'm here for it. Hey, I got you. Like, your family shouldn't have to go through that. Whatever shorty name was, I forgot it already.
Ashley Babbitt?
She asked for it. She did.
I wouldn't say she asked to be shot, but she definitely provoked the police. So let's keep the same energy. Remember when people were saying to just stop and comply when they're being shot by cops?
She should have abided. She should have listened.
Complied. I'm sorry. I don't think she should be dead. I don't. I genuinely don't.
But no. I don't like the fact that she's dead. But guess what? It was a consequence of her actions.
So look, let's see what the government does. And I believe there were some votes that were flipped too after this. So I hope that you see what power the people really fucking have. I hope this showed you what power the people really have. And if I ever see or hear someone say my vote doesn't count, I'm just gonna ask you, where the fuck were you when they were storming the Capitol? Because if your vote didn't count, they wouldn't be storming the Capitol. They would be celebrating.
That's a fact.
They would be popping champagne on Pennsylvania Ave if your fucking vote didn't count. Pay the fucking
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so hey, look, before we get too deep into it, let's wrap a bow on it. Hey, look, let me tell y'all this. I usually do this at the end of the episode, but I'm gonna do this because we had two heavy topics. Thank you, and a million times thank you, because you know what? Topics like this are the ones that keep y'all going. So if you have anything to say, like even if it's like you disagree, you agree, you halfway, you on both sides, please say something. Like hit us up, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We are everywhere. Hit us up on Gmail. We are everywhere. Let me know how you feel about everything we just talked about.
Okay.
Say you're